Hello and welcome back to my channel Namrata Talks. I hope you all are doing great and you all are just doing something for yourself every day to make yourself feel better. And since it's like board examination time, entrance examination, competitive exam time, I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves and studying well and just not letting yourself burnt out at the same time because we don't want that. And I'm sending all the best wishes to all the people appearing for any kind of exam. And just do your best. And I know you will rock the examination. So don't take too much stress. All right. Now, before I talk about the topic of today's video, I want you all to go and subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends, and maybe after you watch the entire video, just drop something, your ideas, your suggestions, or anything that you wish to share with me in the comment section. I really love to read comments, but you all don't send me enough comments, and please comment more. Okay. And that's it. I guess I'll give you a few minutes. Just go and do all these things, a few seconds maybe. And after that, I will introduce today's topic to you all. So I hope you all have done whatever I asked you to. And if you have not, then why? Why are you doing this to me? Okay. Just go and do it. But, anyways, I'll now tell you the today's topic. But before that, I'll tell you a little context why I chose to talk about this topic today. Because since the last few days, I've been feeling very low, right? Very low, as in not energy wise, but I feel like there is a very faded connection between my vision and my present version these days. I don't actually feel that connection that strongly these days. Maybe because I'm feeling very uninspired, very unmotivated, demotivated to show up these days, to actually put efforts, and I just feel very conflicted. There are so many confusions going on inside of my head, and nothing actually feels the way I plan it to, and it just feels very lost somewhere, right? So that's why I chose today's topic to be something that is very special, very kind of a reminder to me, myself, and to you all out there who might just want to hear this as well, because I thought, why not? And with that, let me tell you the topic for today, and it is why we all should just not stop dreaming. Why should we keep on dreaming big? Why should we keep on asking for more? And I think this is something that is very special to me as well, because first thing first, I would like to start with this note that if after facing all the adversities in your life, if after going through all the lowest of the days, if after going through all the struggles and the hard days that life had for you, because as a kid, I went through the darkest of the days, even though I had no control over it, because that's what life had decided for me. I couldn't just deny it because I was literally born with it, right? I had no other option but just to go through the things. I think even after all that, if I and you as well had the courage to dream big, there has to be a reason. Because if the thoughts that are going on in your head, if the faith that you have on your future version is so strong after seeing the things and the people around you failing so bad, I think there has to be a reason. It is planted in your head for a reason, and that spark, it needs to stay alive. And that's why I think the first point has to be this, that keep on dreaming big, because the first thing actually is to ask for more and then building it. The first step is actually dreaming itself. You cannot just start without dreaming, without the fire inside you burning, without that desire to want things in your life. I think the more desperate you become for the future manifestations that you have right now, the more desperate you want them, the more desperately you want them in your life, the more beautifully it starts to build. And I think that's the first thing I really wish to bring forward. And now, moving on to the next point, I will say that thinking or believing that you are actually meant for big things is like filling the bridge between who you are right now and the future version of you. Because I truly believe that there has to be a future version of me that actually has the things that I wish to have right now. Because I just cannot prove it any other way. That why do I want the things? Why do I want such specific things? Because there has to be something that is attracting those things for me, right? There has to be something that is literally sitting inside of my mind and giving me that voice to go behind those things and to actually bring them into my life, to actually feel that I am meant for it, to have that faith. And I think that faith, that the small steps, the small efforts, the will to actually have all of that is the bridge between you and who you actually want to be. And that's why you should just never stop putting efforts, because someday you will be just one step away from the version that you wanted for yourself, and that day it would all be just worth it, I think. That's why I just don't feel like giving up, or I just don't feel like not showing up. I might take a few day breaks, I might be very low on some days, but I know that I just cannot stop today. I just cannot stop right now, because it would just mean that I have failed all the things that I wanted, and I have proven all the people and all the situations that put me in a box, right? And I think I cannot let that happen, because that would be such a sting, and that would be such a bitter taste of life, that if I let people dictate, if I let the chains around me dictate and hold me back, I just cannot let that happen, because that would just mean that all the dreams I have just went down the drain and I did nothing, and I just cannot let that happen ever in my life. So the next point is very special, and I talk about this very often, I think, because it is very, very interesting and very fascinating thing, because it is very scientifically proven as well. And it is that your brain actually doesn't know the difference between your imagined reality and your actual reality. So if you keep on visualizing and manifesting your future version, if you keep on visualizing the kind of person you are in future, the routine you have, the amount of money that you earn, or the kind of personality you are, your daily life, and what you actually have in your life, the kind of mindset that you go through with in life, if you keep on visualizing that, your brain will never understand the difference between, is it actually a real person or is it just an imagined person for you, and it will start feeding it like it's real, and your neurons will rewire themselves in such a beautiful way that it will become your reality. And I think that's why dreaming and imagining and visualizing your life is so important, because it just creates your reality. The way you dream, the way you want your future to look like, if you keep on thinking about it more and more, it will create it your reality. It will create, and it is something so special, like how beautiful we are built, right? We can just think, we can just want more things, and we can just believe in them, and we can just put efforts for them, and it will just turn into reality. Like, that is so special. And I think that is something that we should take more advantage of, because if our brain actually doesn't know the difference between our reality and our imagined reality, it is a good practice to at least break those mental chains, right, that we build around our limiting beliefs and the reasons we actually hold ourselves back. It is so important to break those chains. So I think dreaming is like the first step to actually mentally let go of those chains, so that we can actually see beyond the box we are put into. That's why I think it is very important to practice this method more, to let yourself have that freedom to at least dream, to actually want more things, because that's the first step. That's where it all starts. That seed is the dream that will just grow into this beautiful tree for you. And the next point is, dream big or ask for more, because you actually deserve it. And prove your younger version wrong. Prove the all people around you who actually, you know, feed that thought in your mind that you cannot ask for more, and it is unrealistic for you to actually have the life you want. Because if you came this far just to give up, then what's the point? Then what's the actual point? What's the point of you actually having that mind, having such a beautiful brain, having such a beautiful heart of yours, if you just cannot give yourself the life that you actually wanted when you were young? And I think it has to be your own responsibility to never let the younger version of you feel they were right, you never deserved it all. But it is your responsibility to prove them wrong, to actually give them all the things that they were denied to just because they were bound to this realistic life. I think it is very important to be delusional. I think it is very important to be so mad about the things you want, so crazy. And I just find it super cool if people are just so openly crazy about things they want, and if they just cannot give up even though they cannot see the instant result. If people just keep pushing forward, if people just keep doing what they are good at, even if they cannot see the results right now, I feel like it is the super cool thing you can do. I have intense respect for all the people who just show up every day just because they have something in their head which might not be turning out well right now, but they just don't want to give up, they just don't feel like it, and they just don't want to give up till the end of the times, because that's what we are here for. I think so. The next point is dream, because it gives you a reason to show up every day even after everything feels heavy. I think one of the special feeling that I have in my life is the moment I wake up, and when I know that I have things to do, when I know I have visions to build, when I know that I have some things in my hands today to actually feel closer to that future version of myself. I think that's one of the best feeling I've ever had, because that spark, that fire inside of you, that you actually have some things in your head, will motivate you to push through it all. Because as I told you that for the last few days I've been feeling very low, feeling very uninspired. I feel like I'm very lost. But still, if I'm sitting here today, if I'm talking about things, if I am doing my work that I was supposed to, I think the only reason behind it, because I know how important it is for me to actually achieve them, how important it is for me to actually make myself believe that I can actually do it, and I will do it no matter what, because I am crazy. I'm literally crazy. Okay. And next thing is, dreaming and wanting more things just keeps you curious. Okay, this is a very unique take and a very, very hot take, I think, because I think when you actually dream for things, when you actually want things in your life, you will keep on researching more about them, you will keep on learning more about them, and you will keep your mind very curious. You will feed your mind with curiosity. And I just love and adore people who are curious about things, who are curious about life, who actually want to learn more about things, who are so well aware of things around them that it just makes them stand out, it just makes them more deserving of the things they want. And I think that knowing what you actually want makes it very simple. Knowing what you actually dream of, knowing your path, knowing your vision, knowing where your final destination has to be, it just makes it very simple for you to manage your time, manage your energy, and to actually detach from things that just drain it and are not aligned with the version you actually see yourself as in like 5 6 years down the line. And that just make life more simpler, to actually know what you want. And I find it very, very interesting that how some people are very clear with things they want, and they just know what to ask for and what to deny. And it is a very, very, very important thing to do in your life, to actually not just dream, but to filter out the things that you actually think will go with it and will not go with it, and to just discard the things that just don't align with it, and just to move on and live your life as per your own terms. Because letting go of or unlearning or learning things that actually are meant for you and will actually act as a catalyst for you to make that process easier and faster for you to achieve the success that you want. I think it is very important to have that list in your mind. The next point is that building discipline comes along with having, your own set of responsibilities, your own set of dreams. The more you dream, the more you feel like you will have to build the skills it needs to achieve them. As I said, dreaming is the first step. The next step is to build the discipline, the consistency, the time management, the efforts, and whole blueprint of it starts with the dream. Dream is the foundation of all of it. Dreaming, asking for more, having that spark, living with will in your mind is the foundation to your consistency, to your discipline, to your self work, to your inner work. Everything that just happens for you, the growth it all starts with you dreaming. And I think it is very important to start beautifully so that everything that is being built, that is being grown, is equally beautiful and even more. I think it is a very, very special privilege to feel the need to do more for the life you wish to have. If today you are feeling that pressure, if today you are feeling lost, if today you are feeling that need to do more, I think it is a privilege that you actually care, that you actually want to do better in your life, that you actually still have that faith that you can do better and you can achieve better. And I think it shouldn't be taken as a, negative or as a very heavy thing that you have to carry. The lens, shifting the lens is very important. I think it is very important that you look from this perspective, that if today you are lying in bed overthinking about what you will be doing the next year, the next few months, it's because you actually do care and you actually have things that you have in your mind. You just have to look for them, you just have to believe in them and work towards them. And I think being tired of things, being exhausted by the life that once you actually wish to have, and the life that will give you all the comfort and the luxury that you wish to have in future, is a privilege. There is no better privilege than this. If today you are hustling, if today you are doing your duties, you are doing your task, and you have to force yourself through that, you know discipline era today, it's a part of your journey. It's something that is so crucial for you to do right now, so that you can actually fill the gap, you can actually bridge the gap between you and the future version. I think it is very important that we shift the lens. We should not cry over putting efforts into things that we ourselves are asking for. If you ask for more, you have to prove yourself, you have to prove the universe you actually deserve it. And I think it's very important. Lastly, I'm very obvious that life gets meaningful when you have dreams, when you have things in your mind that are very much, you think, meant for you, very much aligned with what you want. Life gets meaningful, it has a purpose. A purposeful life is like the best lives at all. I think the more purpose, the more things you put your mind into, your life gets more meaning to it. Your existence is for a reason, and when you find that reason, it just makes your life so much beautiful, so much interesting, and so much impactful to other people around you as well, that I think we should never stop doing that. We should never stop looking around for our reason for existing, be it in a place, be it in a situation, be it in life in general. If you are today at somewhere, you have to look for your purpose. You have to look for the reason why you are at this point, and just look for it and just do your best to align your efforts with that reason, because I think it's very important that alignment in your life, that sync of your dream and your efforts in your life is very important. And that's, I think, it for the video. I As I said earlier as well, this video was like a reminder, was like a motivating kind of thing. So I did not put much big overloaded things. I just wanted it to be simple, and I just wanted it to be short as well, so that it doesn't look like I'm giving you a lecture or something. Okay, I just wanted it to come across as very sweet. I just wanted to be a sweet, short reminder that you can ask for more. You can be too much. You can say no to things that are not meant for you. You can dream big. You can actually go and work on yourself to actually deserve the things that you wish to have, or you're praying for, you're manifesting. Because that's what life is for. To just be the version of you that is the happiest, the healthiest, and the most successful version of you to ever exist. And one more thing, I am planning a few more videos around such kind of topics in future as well, so that once in a while we feel motivated, we feel the positive vibes coming to us, and it also will act as a reminder for me and you as well, so we both will win. Okay, and with that, I would like to end today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.